So the way we do this thing called libation is we take something that's living and we pour water into it, acknowledge it, and then every time I speak, when I stop, I invite you to say Ashe. Ashe?
Ashe.
Ashe is like amen, and so it is. It just reinforces the energy that's being created. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to start with the oldest people. See, my people were the first to walk this planet. The oldest people, the anthropologists don't know their names, but they give them names like Lucy and Old Bones. But every single one of us is descendants of their legacy, of their lineage, of their heritage. And we don't know much about them, but we want to thank them when we say Ashe.
Ashe.
And those folks built civilizations and societies, and they figured out how to be together and how to be with the land and how to create and how to unify and sometimes divide. But we give thanks for the work they did to just create something called community, and we say Ashe.
Ashe.
And in those communities, we started to create things to help celebrate our lives and who we are. We started to create things like language and art and medicine, and we were and are healers. We were and are creators. We were and are scientists, right? Not just performers, scientists, right? And we say Ashe.
Ashe.
And somewhere along the way, the world started to fight. And the world started to claim ownership of things like land and things like people. And so the world was afraid of blackness, of darkness, of Africa. I'm going to say that what you think about Africa is what you think about Africans, and maybe you've been taught to think about disease and famine and those poor children and those animals you want to go and see. And I'm going to say there's more. There's more in that society to claim. And no, Africa is not a country. It's not like Japan and Africa. That's Asia and Africa, Japan and Senegal. Pay attention, right? And so as people began to claim things and places, they thought they could own people. And we had this thing that in my community we call the Ma'afa, the African Holocaust. Breathe. I know you don't want nothing to be compared to nothing else. But tens of millions or hundreds of millions of people lost their lives and were enslaved. And in the same way, sometimes we feel that life is too much, that the society and the world is against us. We find a way to survive in the belly of the beast, the bottom of the ship, and sometimes we jump over because it's too much. But sometimes we make it. And my people, the ones that are here right now, we are the descendants of the strongest of the strong. And so we thank them, the ones that were willing to brave that journey and be here in this place. And we say Ashe.
Ashe.
And we got here. And we sang songs and we tried to figure out language and religion and land and how to make something out of slops. And we found a way to love each other, even in the midst of some of the most horrible pain. We found a way to care for each other with food and child rearing. We found a way to love in spite of. And if we can do it, you can do it. Because we have done it. You want oneness? You sure? You sure?
Yes.
We are oneness with that. We did it. Out of no way. We give thanks for those Harriet Tubmans. Harriet Tubman took people to a north she had never seen. Can you imagine if I showed up and said, I'm going to take you to freedom. I never been there, but come on in the middle of the night. We're going to run from these dogs and these trackers. But what does that take? What does it take? It takes vision. Who has vision? Who has vision? Who can see freedom when no one else has ever been there? Can you see that?
Yes.
Let that be your legacy. Remember Harriet and say Ashe.
Ashe.
And we fought. And many of you stood with us, your ancestors. We didn't build the Underground Railroad. Claim that legacy. Go beyond the limitations of what whiteness has been, or your heritage has been. Go beyond the limitation and claim the humanity that said, I will not partake in this. I will actually take action to dismantle these systems of violence and oppression. This, what we are going through in this society today, this is not the rough side of the mountain. We have come through way more than this. So remember those who came together across races, across genders, across classes, across identity, and said, I will end this, and say Ashe.
Ashe.
Let's make sure I don't put this water in this speaker right here. Sometimes I get caught up. Don't give a reverend a microphone. Oh, it's okay. We're going to go to this next plant. We got water. We got water. That's how abundant the earth is. Let's do something. Let's move it back, actually, from the speaker. So, okay. There we go. We got abundance.
Ashe.
Plenty of time. There's plenty of room. We just going to do this. And now, we come to now, a time where we wonder, what was it all for? Hadn't we come together and overcome? Didn't we sing, we shall overcome? What's happening? What's happening right now? My great-grandmother is alive, and it hurts. We seem like we've gone backwards. But that's what they think. Because they ain't been to SoulPlay Fall Fest 2019. Dr. Michael Beckwith says a renaissance is happening. You don't know when people was in the Renaissance, they didn't call it the Renaissance. They was just living life. This is it. This is the Renaissance. These are the people that have a vision. They say we can't be together like this. We can't be free. We should carry shame about our identities, about our bodies, about our genders, about our sex. We are the beneficiaries of people who have overcome much with vision. People without vision will perish. Thank you, SoulPlay, for your vision. Because this is the manifestation of faith. So we honor those people of faith who made a way, and we stand intentionally on their shoulders, and we say Ashe.
Ashe.
We remember those who have lost their lives too soon because we have not risen up against prison industrial complexes and police brutality. We remember them. We shall not forget them, and we say Ashe.
Ashe.
We remember all the people of every color that are at the systems of oppression, whether they are patriarchy or sexism or our fear of people who are different with their abilities and disabilities. We remember all of the most marginalized, our trans folks, our homeless folks, our disabled folks, and we say, I stand for you, I walk for you, I sit for you, I love you, and I say Ashe.
Ashe.
And we think of these little ones who we had the foresight to call into this work because we wanted them from the beginning to see something different, to have something different. Thank you for bringing your children to say we believe in this so much, and we want this to be the world they grow up in. And so we remember them and those who are not yet born, and we make a commitment that someone will stand one day and call our names in libation, in recognition and appreciation. Someone will say, this one did something that made it better for me to be here. This someone did something for the planet, something for the people, something for the art, something for the spirit, something for the heart. I say I am that one. I say you are that one. I say we have started or furthered or seeded that work today. I am that one. And I say we are that one. Say we are that one.
We are that one.
We are that one.
We are that one.
And we say Ashe.
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 And so it is.
And so it is.